Hey guys, this is Carla here. Of course, keeping it real. We're about to get really, really dirty and grimy with this topic because I am on the verge of tears. So, my friend and I had a conversation this morning, one of my very best friends, and she didn't really understand why everybody was having such a hard time with the bonnet situation and Monique coming, on YouTube. She didn't see the YouTube video, so she didn't really have an idea of what this whole controversy was about the bonnets. So I went on to explain to her what the bonnet, does and what it does or doesn't do, I want to say, for certain females. Some of us, we like to just be comfortable, run to the store really quick and not really think about it. But I agree with Monique only for the simple fact that we are a black community and we spend so much time talking about how white people are always bringing us down and trying to keep us from getting ahead, which is pretty much the truth. Let's be real, let's keep it what it is. But when we do it to ourselves, they don't have to do much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like putting on my makeup, said, okay, I'm going to take my pictures today. I'm feeling kind of good. Today's my last day in my home because I'm moving. And I'm trying to recap the video that I watched, but I'm watching a different version of the same massacre from Tulsa, 100 years ago, and all the people that died. And I had to stop it halfway through because I could feel the pain. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, what do you mean by that? I'm an empath. Okay, there's certain things I just can't deal with. I cannot handle it because it's gonna manifest itself in tears. That's just who I am. But I could feel the pain behind looking at these pictures of dead black men and women on the ground and trying to comprehend the reason why. Why is it so hard for black people to have something? Why is it so hard for other races to allow us? Why? Then I thought about it. The reason why, because we are the reason why. We are the reason why. That's Monique's message. The message is, if you want to wear a bonnet outside of your home, that's your God-given right. But when you think about what people have had to endure over the last century, and then you come here and we're still having to deal with, black women walking around looking crazy, looking like pickaninnies. Why do we have to give in to the image that they think we are? It's not, to me, it's crazy. Now, understanding the massacre at Tulsa, Oklahoma, and just being here in today's society, and we still have to face racism, and we still have to deal with people looking at us and being so afraid of who we are because we're powerful. We are a powerful community when we are together. We got to start doing better for ourselves. That's period point blank. And if you haven't had a chance to really look at the massacre of what they did to Black Wall Street, then you guys need to take a little bit of time out and you need to get on this YouTube channel. Put the link to that video in this video. I was almost to the point where I wasn't going to be able to control my tears because we sit and we struggle for so long to have some type of rights just to be able to walk through the streets with a bonnet and a robe and some slippers. Like, we just don't give a fuck. No, we're never gonna. No, we will never get what we need. We will never be where we need to be at if we keep giving in to what they think we're supposed to be. Now, don't get me wrong, I love convenience to the best of everybody. I have a huge purple bonnet, I have a huge purple robe, but I know enough about who I am to never give any man or woman that might think even a little bit less of me the satisfaction. And if you are a black woman out here, you should never want to give anybody that satisfaction either, despite how comfortable it might be, despite how easy it is to just throw something on and go. It doesn't matter if you're just going to the store. Take pride in who you are, because they're going to see you as who they're going to see you regardless. So let's not give them a reason to continue with this bullshit. Like, they literally burned down an entire You know what? I'm not going to even get into it. I am so heartbroken behind the fact that so many blacks had to live in fear. And I'm just not going to keep doing that for myself. I'm not going to keep living in the state of fear. Okay? I'm not. I don't care who doesn't like my videos. I don't care who doesn't like my skin color. I don't care who doesn't like the fact that I'm a female. I don't care they don't like the fact that I'm a very sexual being. I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because it's always us that bring each other down. White people, all they gotta do is sit back and watch. They don't need to do much because we do it to ourselves. So yeah, I definitely agree with Monique on what she says. Have some pride. Be a queen. That's who we are. The self-worth doesn't come easily. And when you find it, you hold on to it. You never let that go. Ever. Because one day, we might have a repeat of history. And they may decide that they want to burn down another part of history. And then we're going to have to start this shit all over again. For what? Take pride in who you are. Take pride in the fact that you are a beautiful black diva. That you are out here representing other beautiful black divas. We have got to start doing better by our own kind. If we ever expect to move on. Please, ladies, we got this. We got this. But we have to know we got this. I'm just saying. This shit is, it's devastating. It's devastating. And to see that now we are choosing to dress a certain way because it's comfortable, or we're choosing to be a certain way because it's the fad. Racism is not a fad. Laziness is not a fad. And I don't know about you all, but when I walk in that airport tomorrow, I'm going to look like I feel inside. I'm not going to give anybody the satisfaction to think that history has beaten me down to the point where I can't raise my head up and throw some makeup on, do my hair, just feel good about who I am. And you don't have to put on makeup. You don't have to do that, but have some pride. Because that's the one thing white people will never be able to take away from us, and that's our pride. They can try all they want, but they will never succeed as long as we don't give it to them. Chin up, girls, okay? It's time for us to go to work. It's time for us to represent who we truly are. It's time for us to start uplifting our younger generation. It's time for us to do our jobs. If you're 40 and up, it's time for us to get on the ball. That's it. There are no more excuses. We cannot allow someone like Monique, who is a superstar. She's a star. But we can't allow her to be the only voice of reason. I'm a nobody. I'm about to be evicted. I'm homeless. But I have enough pride in myself. I have enough love for myself and who I am. I can't help the circumstances around me, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to allow my circumstances to bring me down to a level where all other people got to do is sit back and be like, look, there goes another one with a bonnet. Because you don't see any white females doing that, do you? Do you? I mean, women who actually have some type of self-respect. You don't, right? No, of course not. Why would they? They'll leave that up to us. So, learn a little bit more about your history. See where we actually, where we're headed if we don't figure out how we, as a community, are going to save us. We're going to be right back because we're already doing it to ourselves. We are our own worst enemy right now. And that shit sucks. It truly does. Like I said, you don't have to put on makeup, Just do your hair. Throw some, some baby hairs in there. But have some pride. Because it doesn't come easily. Because let me tell you something. I spent a very, very long time not feeling this. I spent a very long time wishing that I was invisible. Sometimes I even wished I was dead. Because I felt so bad inside. I felt so bad. I didn't feel like anybody would ever really love me. And I had to think about it for a minute. I had to come down here and I had to go through probably the hardest financial struggle of my life to really understand that I love myself. And that is actually more than enough. Because when you find the love for yourself and you understand where it comes from, you're not going to worry about anybody else needing to love you back. But we all demand respect, and we all need it. So I do agree with Monique, and you don't have to agree with my video. I'm not coming at anybody, but that video that I was just watching, it got me. It really got me. It angered me. And it wasn't the first video that I've watched about this, because, you know, of course I want to know, but it was something about that particular video. Understanding that, yo, we won't need white people to destroy us because we're too busy doing it ourselves. And they're sitting back and they're laughing at us. And it's not everybody, because not everybody feels the same way. But at the end of the day, if they're white, they're white. I'm black, I'm black. That's never going to change. So we got to be the ones to bring ourselves up. We have to be the ones to pull ourselves up out of that fire. We can't wait for anybody else to do it. So, yeah, I do feel a certain type of way. That shit irritates me so much, because it's like we can never catch a break. And I see it happening. You know, we're destined to repeat it if we don't fix it, if we don't do better. That's it, you know? Anyway, that's just my little 2-minute soapbox. I wanted you guys to understand that I think you guys are all beautiful. We as black women, we are beautiful. We are so beautiful. Well, we have so much creativity within us, you know, and people want to be like us so bad. But who wants to walk around with a bonnet and a robe like they don't have a home? Especially when you know you don't have a home. Like, I don't have a home, but I will never walk around like I don't have one. I'm just saying. Anyway, you already know what to do. This is Carla Alexander here. I'm pretty sure you guys are not going to agree, and that's okay. I definitely understand. I definitely do. But I just need for all of us as women to come together, stop fighting amongst each other, and let's pull together and let's bring us up. It's time to bring us up. It's time. When are we going to get it?